Welcome to Inside Lake Forest. I'm Eileen Weber, your host, and today we have the pleasure of visiting the Children's Library here at the Lake Forest Library. We'll be stepping downstairs and visiting with Laurie, the Director of Children's Services, and her staff. Let's step inside. Hi, Laurie.
Hi, Eileen. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thanks so much for meeting me today. It's a pleasure to meet you as head of the Children's Services here at Lake Forest Library. And I'm excited about getting a tour and learning more about the programs. But first, I was wondering, Laurie, could you tell me a little bit how you got into this position here?
Well, I started working at the library in 1990
Okay.
as I was assistant head. And then when Mary Bowman retired in 2000, I took over as the head of Children's Services. I've loved books, children, picture books since I was a little one, and I've always wanted to work in a library, and I feel so lucky to work here. The staff is amazing. The patrons that come in are so supportive and nice, and I want to tell you, the friends have really supported us over the years.
Wonderful.
Offering up services, and it's just really nice to be here.
Fabulous. Now, the library's evolved over a number of years. Well, obviously, since you've been here, and when I remember coming down here as a little kid and coming into the program. So what I'd love to do is kind of start in this area, and I'll have you take us around and show us different parts of the library.
Well, this is our main circulation desk for
Okay.
Children's Services. You'll find lovely staff members here that are hiding right now, but you can find all kinds of information. We have programs throughout the year, so we usually have our flyers at the desk here. But you know, if you're not into having paper, we have our Facebook. We're always giving information of what's coming up, so you can find information about the library events throughout the year on our website, which is lakeforestlibrary.org, or you can go on Facebook, or we even Twitter too, which is, you know, we try to make a presence. We also have two wonderful book groups that we do throughout the school year. One for the junior readers, which is 2nd and 3rd grade, and their parents, and then we have the family book group for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders and their parents. We try to do seasonal displays. Just try to make the public aware of our love of books, our love of information, and we want to get out to them what's current.
Absolutely.
We have, like you said, when you came down when you were a child, it's really changed a lot.
Absolutely.
So much of our information when you do your research is now online, so we always make sure we have plenty of computers for the public. We still have the paper copies, but we're trying to incorporate both.
And I heard you have something secret kind of in the back. Can we take a
I would
look?
love to show you. When the library was originally built in the 1930s, they built, and we really do not know why, they built a vault. And it's way back here. As you can see, it's an official vault. We don't know if they kept papers in there or what the reasoning may be.
Bars of gold.
Maybe some artwork. I really do not know. So now we just use the room as a storage.
But what neat with this really solid and official vault door.
I love to show the Boy Scouts in there. They have to check out the doors to make sure that they actually work, you know, and has a lock on there, and we were in a vault in the library. How cool is that? So that's kind of a fun. Another thing that we have that the public might not be aware of, I mean, obviously they use our restrooms, but they're seasonal. We have 4 different bathrooms with each season. If you'd like to see that,
let's go take a look. Great. So Laurie, we've got 2 boys and 2 girls bathrooms, and this bathroom here is the spring bathroom.
And each one has a tree in it. So each season, when they remodeled the library in 1992, they were able to restore the bathrooms and do a seasonal with each one. And I'm not sure the public even knows that each one is a season.
No.
Now we're going into the fall bathroom.
Wow.
Each one has a saying.
Down Down, 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 yellow and brown, the leaves are falling over the town. Certainly a...
You don't want to think about that one too.
Certainly the fall.
And then this is the winter.
Love the snowflakes. Laurie, there's some beautiful murals painted around the library, in the stairwells, and by the circulation desk. Can you tell me some history about them?
This one was installed in 1992 when we had our first remodeling. It's by Thomas Melville. What's really interesting about it is he paints his mural on canvas, then applies it to the wall. So if there's ever any water damage or something needs to be restored, he can take the mural down and work on it in his studio.
Wow. I love the detail here of the letters down into the ground, and he's got, of course, the stone with his name on it.
They are just beautiful. And when the department was remodeled in 2009, we had better lighting in, because people weren't even aware that we had this mural here, because it was so dark. They're like, wow, is this new too to the department? No, it's from 1992. But
and let's take a look at the one, too, you mentioned that's new above the circulation desk. You know, these bright colors are just so fun, especially with bringing in with children and the complimentary.
This one is also by Thomas Melville, and it was installed in 2009.
Yeah, I see that up there.
And he incorporated all the colors of the department in this one. He was actively involved in what we would like and how to make it. I wanted everything really bright and open in the department.
Great. Well, Laurie, I'd love to take a look at this infamous puppet stage, if we can go take a peek at that.
Oh, definitely.
Great. Laurie, you were mentioning to me that this has been part of the original children's library going way back.
Originally, children's services were upstairs in the Friends Reading Room.
Okay.
And the children's library was actually an auditorium. They would have different performances and movies. They would show all kinds of things here. And this is the original stage. And when we remodeled the department in 2009, I really requested a puppet stage for the children.
Very fun. Very fun.
And as you can see, they're really enjoying it.
And there's lots of different animals back here to play with.
Oh, we make sure we have tons of puppets out and puzzles, wooden puzzles for the children.
For all ages.
Oh, yes.
So Laurie, this is the children's activity room. And I remember this going back as a courtyard outside. Give me some history on the changes that have happened here.
It was so fun. We had a courtyard that we would use only a few times a year, and it must have been back in the early 90s. There was a family of ducklings made their home in here, so like the public were able to look through the windows at the courtyard.
I think I remember that.
It was so fun, but like shortly after that, we were like, you know, we really don't use this courtyard very much, and we were able to get the funding to cover it up.
Yeah.
So parts of the courtyard are still here, the walls, and this is about the height the courtyard was at.
Wow.
So you would come out of the children's fiction room, and then you had to go up a flight of steps to get to the courtyard, and it was slate. It was really pretty, but now we have this amazing room.
Beautiful room, lots of sunlight.
That we use year-round for programming. I totally love this room. We have, in order to, right now we have the blinds open, but we can close them to make the room darker, because sometimes it's really bright with the sun. And, or if we're showing a film during story time, we can close the blinds.
You've got a stage here for programs.
We have, sometimes we'll do our story times in this area. We kind of, the children naturally sit in the orange area, but often in the summer, we hire in performers. So they'll sign up right here on the stage, and they'll ask the public, because we have a limit of how many people we allow in the room, 130. So then they have the public sit in the purple zone, so like they have enough room to perform.
Great. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other programs that you have in here, because I know that the summer is jam-packed with activities. Can you tell me about them?
Last summer we had nearly 40 programs in here, from jugglers to musicians. We had what I love to call breakfast with books. We have story times with special treats. We have baby playtime in here.
Great.
all kinds of events, but we also do story times in this room 3 times a year in fall, spring, and summer.
Great. And you also have drop-in crafts. Can you tell me some more about those?
Those are monthly. Sometimes we have them every Monday. Like October, we had 5 drop-in crafts.
Wow.
People can come to our circulation desk. They can pick up the craft, do it here anywhere in the department, or take it home with them.
Okay.
But in December every year, we have what we call tree trimming program. We have maybe 12 to 15 different ornaments that they can make. We have the room all set up. They can spend the whole day here if they want to.
Oh, fun. It's such a great space. You mentioned that the adults also have programs down here as well.
They have book discussions, and we also have book discussions for children in here from 2nd to 6th grade. So the room is really only used for library programs.
Wonderful. Now, Laurie, outside we've got a lot of kids of all different ages going on. Do you find that it's quieter down in this part of the library? Do you find that this is a little more action-packed down here in the children's area?
Times have changed. We are noisy and we welcome noise. I'm a little concerned about the running due to the bookcases, so we kind of like settle them down that way. But in terms of volume, talking, shouting, no, that's all acceptable.
Great.
Down here.
If you want to be quiet, you go upstairs.
You go upstairs to study.
Great.
You're welcome up there.
Perfect. Well, let's take a little bit tour of the rest of the offerings here at the library.
Okay. I just wanted to point out before we leave the activity room that we have received donations over the years for original artwork.
Wonderful. Could you show me some of that?
One of my favorites, and I was involved in picking this one out, it's by Rosemary Wells, and this one is Max the Bunny.
Wow.
And when we remodeled the department in 2009, we opened up the department. So we no longer had wall space for the artwork, and then we decided to put it in here. And what's lovely about having the art in the activity room is it's lower. Now the children can really appreciate all the different pieces that we have.
Absolutely. Perfect pieces for down here in the library.
Well, this is one of my favorites. This was by a staff member years ago, and I don't think there's an adult out there that does not have this memory of just a sea of legs when you're a little kid.
Very true.
We have all the nonfiction from sports to animals, and we have a really big biography collection. And the children, the 4th graders, I think it's 4th graders or 3rd graders, are doing a biography assignment right now. So they've been really hitting this collection. We've had another fun assignment too, which is 4th graders, and they have to read a historical fiction book and then find a nonfiction on that same subject. So we've been helping a lot of children that way. That's fun. And right around the corner here is one of our newest murals, and this one is also by Thomas Melville. And I forgot to tell you too, he painted our emergency door.
Oh, wow.
And he also, because no one ever knew where our elevator was, he painted the door in the elevator too.
It's just a really welcoming place, Laurie. As you mentioned, there's a lot of players that come into the library between the friends and the staff and the patrons, but it's really come together to be a welcoming place for children of all ages.
Thank you. I love being here. I love working with the patrons and the staff. I feel very lucky, very fortunate.
So Laurie, I see that we have a lot of audiobooks here too, as well for the families to check out.
And these are appropriate for the preschoolers through 8th grade down here. And one of our newest collections that we've been adding to is called Playaways. And what's neat is the whole book is contained in this one little machine. So if people are getting away from CDs, they can they just put their earbuds in there.
Oh, wow.
They're wonderful, and I've been investing a lot of money in that, and our circulation is really going up on these. But we also still have the traditional CD format too. We no longer carry cassettes.
Okay. Gosh, a cassette, you can't even think of, do I even have a player for one?
Exactly, and we also have the download service, but in the meantime, I think the playaways are really going well.
Wonderful. And there's quite a large selection of that as we walk through the library here.
We also have for preschoolers, let me show you, this is in the picture book collection over here. we put together the book and the CD. So we put this bright pink sticker on there so that the public can just, if they want a book and a CD, they can just browse, and then we have it right in the book.
Fabulous.
So that's,
well, you've certainly made it very easy for people to find what they need down here.
and we're really willing to help if someone's lost or they want suggestions. We're more than happy to help.
Fabulous. Now there's a special tree here behind me. Laurie, can you give me a little history? We did feature this as one of our 50 secrets of Lake Forest.
Isn't this beautiful? You probably remember this from before we remodeled the department in 2009. It was down where the puppet stage is now. This has been in the department, you know, I honestly don't know how many years, but as long as I've been working here since 1990. It's just beautiful. So now it really has a highlight because our circulation desk used to be right here.
Yeah.
And it's just a lovely place for parents and children to come and sit and read or do puzzles.
And certainly reflective of what this space is, a friendly, welcoming environment for a little of activity and some reading as well.
We love to decorate the apple tree sculpture during the summer. They incorporate it with the theme.
Fabulous. Well, Laurie, it's been a pleasure having you on Inside Lake Forest today. I've learned so much about the Children's Library and all of the programs it has to offer, and I'm happy to share it with the community at large. Hopefully they'll now be inspired to come down and visit you as well.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for watching Inside Lake Forest. As you know, today we've been visiting at the Children's Library here at the Lake Forest Library. It's a wonderful place for children of all ages. I hope you take the opportunity to stop in and visit.